Hello dudes and dudettes, this is Tziatas for Sparrow LEATHERCRAFT, and in this little video I'm gonna show you how to make this nice and minimalist card and cash wallet. So, let's get started. So, fun fact, this wallet here is actually the first wallet I ever made and designed. And this has been my personal wallet for about 2 years now. And the poor thing has been through the washing machine. It has gotten really wet, it has fallen into the sea, and it's still holding out pretty good. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. We have the pattern here and let's cut it, and then I will show you how we will use it to make the wallet. All right, this is the pattern for the wallet. Actually, in the description, I'm either gonna have a link for you to download this pattern for free for a couple or 3 weeks, or I'll have a discount code, 100% discount code that you can use to get the wallet, get the pattern of my Etsy store. So yeah, go get that and let's get started on the build. Alright, so I've cut out the 2 pieces from the pattern. They're also labeled, the outer part and the inner part. And they come together like this. The inner part folds that way. And the outer part folds the other way. And they're stitched together like this. You see? And they create 3 pockets. One on the outside here, one on the outside on the other side, and the one in the middle. Now I also have 2 pieces of leather, from which I'm gonna use to cut out the piece for the wallet. And what I usually do is I use 2 slightly different leathers for this, slightly lighter and slightly darker. You can use 2 different colors, or you know, like primary colors like red and blue or something like that, which creates a nice dynamic in the wallet. Now you can see it also here in the old one, this slightly lighter, slightly darker, and yeah, it just looks a little bit nicer, I would say. Of course, you can also use a single type of leather if you like, but yeah, that's just what I do. So let's cut these pieces out. Alright, so all the leather pieces are cut out. I also engraved the logo and the initials of the future owner on the piece. And the next part is, as I showed in the video with how to use the pattern, is to punch all the stitching holes that are marked on the pattern into the leather. And yeah, as shown in the video, I'm just gonna stick the pattern pieces on the leather pieces and punch the holes. Let's fast forward that. Okay, so the pattern pieces are stuck on the leather, and I'm just gonna use this tiny hole punch here. You can also use this type of hole punch or hole tool, or even a diamond pricking iron. But yeah, let's just use that. Another tip: put a scrap piece of leather under your under your workpiece, so you don't hammer this into your table or into your work surface. This helps it protect the tool. And yeah, let's get started with that. Alright, so the holes have been punched. I can remove the pattern now, and the next step is to bevel the edges that are gonna be visible when the wallet is sewn together. For example, like the top one here, it's this edge that's going around the wallet, and the top edge here on the inner piece. You wanna bevel these edges now before you stitch the wallet together, because after stitching it, it's gonna be pretty much impossible. So, but only the top ones that are visible. The bottom ones, where the stitch line is gonna be, we're gonna bevel these edges after we've sewn it together. I'm gonna show you how and why and so on. So let's do that. Alright, the edges are beveled, and now I'm just gonna use some of the wax paste and the edge slicker to make the edges nice and sleek. Alright, the holes are punched and the top edges are beveled. Now, a little bonus thing we can do to make the wallet a bit more less bulky, because 4 layers of leather here at the bottom are gonna be a little bit thick. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use this little tool that I have. You can use any skiving knife or skiving tool, and I'm gonna skive the leather, which means I'm gonna thin it down along the bottom stitching holes, so that when it's all stitched together, it's not that thick. Alright, I have my thread and needles ready, and my 2 pieces of leather. Now, this can be a little bit tricky to line up the first stitching holes, but after the first couple of stitches, it should go pretty easily. So first, the inside part, the bigger one, fold it in half. And then also what you can do is put a little bit of glue here on the edge just to keep it closed. So inside folded like this, and the outside from the other side, so that you have this, the inside folded from the left, from my right, and the outside coming from the other side and hugging it from the outside. I'm gonna put it in my stitching pony, which is gonna help as an extra hand. Just get everything as close as possible and tighten it up. And now for a detailed video on how to do a saddle stitch, which I'm gonna do now here, I have a video on my channel, so why don't you go check that out if you don't know how to stitch. Alright guys, so we have the wallet all stitched up. Let me show you a close up. Yeah, all stitched up all around, but now we have a final problem to solve. This bottom edge here is quite rough, and not all the layers are lined perfectly because we're cutting the pieces by hand and we're not machines, so they are not perfect. But now that we've stitched it all together, what we can do is take a sharp knife, let me try this one, and just cut off the excess here at the edge so that it's all on the same plane. Just like this. And now that we've cut it all to the same level, of course still the edges are quite square and thin, so we want to bevel these and slick it so that it looks really nice and finished when it's finished. Yeah. This wallet is ready. If we zoom in, we can see now the edge looks a lot better than before. Not that we beveled the edges and we slicked it. We also have the laser engraved logo and the Wallet's Future Owner initials engraved into the leather. And yeah, I hope your wallet also turned out fine. If you have any questions or anything, just drop me a comment or drop me a message on Etsy or something. And yeah, if you like this video, please like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And yeah, I think that was it for today. See you in the next one.